You know, when we talk about fighting climate change, we often think about huge global conferences. But sometimes, the most powerful ideas are happening on a much smaller scale. Today, we're looking at an absolutely groundbreaking project in Vanuatu, where local heroes are being trained to protect their communities right from the front lines.
And to really get a handle on this, we're not going to start with a bunch of abstract data. We're starting with a person, a leader who's facing this climate reality every single day.
And that right there, that's from Chief John Dick. This quote really gets to the heart of what this is all about. This deep personal responsibility to take information and turn it into real-world action to protect his people. Now, Chief John is more than just a traditional leader. As someone living with a disability himself, he's been this incredible advocate for his community for a long time, fighting to make sure that when disaster strikes, everyone is included. His mission really brings home the core idea here. True climate resilience means nobody gets left behind.
Okay, so Chief John's story really puts a spotlight on this massive, systemic challenge that communities all over Vanuatu face. It's something called the last mile problem. I mean, really think about that for a minute. We live in this age of instant everything, right? So what does it mean when the most critical, life-saving warnings just don't show up for the people who need them the most?
Well, the consequences are incredibly real. It means farmers have no idea when to plant their crops. Fishermen can't tell if it's safe to go out on the water. And crucially, when a cyclone is bearing down, official warnings might show up way too late or maybe not at all. In that information vacuum, rumors can take off like wildfire, leaving the most vulnerable, like the elderly, kids, and people with disabilities, completely exposed.
So, you've got this huge last-mile problem. How do you fix it?
Well, the answer they came up with in Vanuatu is both super innovative and, honestly, brilliantly simple. It's about creating local hubs for hope. And that's where these things called Community Climate Centers, or CCCs, come into play. Just think of them as these little nerve centers, built right there in the community, and designed to be that final, absolutely critical link in the information chain. And how they set one up? It's super practical. First, they find a community that's really off the grid. Then, they install modern tech, like Starlink Internet, which is a total game changer, bridging this huge digital divide. But look, technology is just a tool, right? So the most important step is training local people to become climate champions and giving them constant access to official data.
And get this isn't just some small one-off project. It's a major national strategy. It's all part of the Vanuatu government's VanKIRAP project. We're talking a 5-year, $22 million project backed by the Green Climate Fund, all with the goal of building a stronger nation from the community up.
But you know, the tech is cool, but it's not the real magic here. The secret sauce? It's the investment in people. It's all about empowering a whole new generation of local leaders to take charge.
And you can really see the difference it makes right here. It's a total transformation. You go from communities making decisions based on rumors to using actual real-time data. You go from having late warnings or no warnings at all to getting direct official alerts. Instead of just reacting to disasters, they're now planning ahead. And most importantly, they're moving from a place where vulnerable groups were often overlooked to designing strategies that protect everybody.
So these new climate champions, they're armed with this amazing digital toolkit. They get an app from the National Weather Service, the VMGD, for official alerts. There's another one called the Oscar app to help keep an eye on the local environment. But what I find so fascinating is the Climate Watch app, because it helps them blend all this new scientific data with their own priceless traditional knowledge of their land and sea.
I love this quote from the project manager, Moira Matu. It just nails the whole spirit of the training. The point isn't just to learn some new skills, it's to create a new identity. It's about becoming a certified leader, ready to guide your community no matter what challenges come next.
Now, something that's absolutely core to this whole project is an idea called GEDSI. That stands for Gender Equality, Disability, and Social Inclusion. And what it means is that from day one, these workshops are designed to make sure that women, young people, and people with disabilities all have an equal seat at the table when it comes to planning.
And to make sure this isn't just talk, they have this incredible training exercise called the Walk in Their Shoes game. Participants literally simulate what it's like to face an emergency with a visual impairment or a hearing or mobility challenge. It builds this deep sense of empathy, and it helps them design warning systems that actually work for every single person in the village.
Okay, so all of this sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like on the ground? Is it really making a difference in people's lives?
Oh yeah, the impact is huge. Just look at this number.
A single one of these new centers, the one in a village called Nepal, is now a lifeline for more than 3,700 people. That's not a small tweak, that's a community-wide transformation.
And just listen to what nurse Annaline Rungo, who's now a climate champion, has to say. She immediately made the connection between this new climate info and public health. How to get ready for disease outbreaks after floods. For her, this knowledge means she can make sure the most vulnerable people are never, ever forgotten.
And here's another perspective, this time from an area administrator, talking about the economic impact. Farmers can plan, fishermen can work safely. And his last line says it all. It gives us control and makes us stronger. That feeling of empowerment, that's everything.
So when you boil it all down, what's the secret recipe here? What makes this model so successful? Well, it's a powerful mix. First, it puts power and information directly into local hands. It respects and blends modern science with traditional knowledge. It intentionally empowers the most vulnerable. And finally, it builds a lasting, sustainable network of local leaders.
Which, of course, brings us to the final, really big question. We've seen how this incredible model is transforming communities in Vanuatu, giving them the tools and the confidence to face the future. And it really makes you wonder, could this focus on local champions, on solving that last-mile problem, be the blueprint for climate resilience that we all need, everywhere?